Good morning to one and all. We are discussing our first topic, Indian pharmaceutical legislations. In that we have seen what is the scope of jurisprudence, why to study jurisprudence. Why to study jurisprudence is that because jurisprudence is law, it's a knowledge of laws. So pharmacists should have these all knowledge of the laws. What are the laws are there, जे काही कायदे आहेत त्या सगळ्यांचं knowledge that pharmacist should know is the main aim of to study jurisprudence. We have studied it in the pharmaceutical legislations. What is the meaning of legislation? That making of laws means legislations. In that we had studied a scope and objectives of legislation. What is legislation? Legislation means what? These are the laws related to pharmacist, pharmacy profession, drugs, medicines, cosmetics, practices and substances affecting health of human beings and animals. This is legislation. Because I had told you that laws are made by the government, and if someone breaks the laws, then Supreme Court, High Court is there. They have the authority to to give penalty or to give offenses to that particular person or who breaks the laws. Because healthcare is the public right, and it is the responsibility of the government to provide this care to all people in equal manner. I had told you juris means law, prudence means knowledge. We had studied definition of jurisprudence. It is defined as the science or philosophy of the law. We studied features of jurisprudence. Then we had discussed what is pharmaceutical legislation. These are the various acts are there which are time to time amended, means time to time improvement were done in that this law. These are the various laws are there, with these various acts are there. I told you we had to study this all law in detail. There is one chapter of the on base of this one act, means if poison act is there, that means one chapter is there of that poison act. Then we had studied scope and objectives of pharmaceutical legislations. These are very important from exam point of view. What is the scope? We discuss first is to control over practice and profession of pharmacy. Then to control and regulate manufacture, import, distribution and sales of drugs, pharmaceuticals and cosmetic, and to make available these drugs at reasonable price, and that should be of standard quality, and that should be get it from an qualified person. This is very important. Then to protect the public health and to protect to the public from that misleading advertisements of drugs and magic remedies. I had told self medication is dangerous. If someone sees the ad and takes the medicines, if he takes any painkiller or that, then he is unknown about the dangerous effects of that, side effects or that. So to protect it, to protect public from that. Then next, to regulate the use of alcohol in medicinal and toilet preparations, to control and regulate various operations related to the narcotic drugs, psychotropic substances and dangerous drugs are there. And there are some habit forming drugs, charas, ganja, hemp, opium is there. So to misuse addiction of that habit forming drugs, to control over that is the legislation's objective of legislation. Then 7, to control and regulate import possessions, means whoever means buy that, sell and poison, sale of poison. Possessionचा meaning काय? Possession means who buys that, who owns that means possession. So to control and regulate import, possession and sale of poison. These are scope and objectives of pharmaceutical legislation. This is very important from exam point of view. There is always question on that. Define pharmaceutical legislation and give scope and objectives of legislation. So you have to write it. Then next we had seen Drug Enquiry Committee. Drug Enquiry Committee is also called as Chopra Committee because committee chairman was L.T. Cole, R.N. Chopra. This is appointed by Indian government in 1931. So it's also called as DEC Committee or Chopra Committee. Why DEC Committee is formed? That reasons behind that DEC Committee is that I told you this in ancient times there was only Ayurvedic system of medicine. Allopathic system of medicine was brought into India by Britishers. ओके, ब्रिटिशांनी ॲलोपॅथिक सिस्टीम आहे मेडिसिन्सची ती इंडियामध्ये आणली. दॅट टाईम use of allopathic medicines that was not so much. Till beginning of 20th century there were no pharmaceutical industries in India. So these all allopathic drugs were they are come from the other country in India, means India import that allopathic medicines. So that time what happened, there were not any control that time. The means at the beginning of 20th century, that time there were no any laws, no any government restrictions on any kind of medicines. So that in absence of any control, that large quantity of the cheap drugs of lowest quality was imported in the India. सो इंडियामध्ये बाहेरच्या कंट्रीमधून चीप क्वालिटीचे, ज्याची क्वालिटी ही खूप लो होती, त्या क्वालिटीचे ड्रग्ज आहेत हे इंडियामध्ये येत होते. सो नंतर काय झालं म्हणजे विथ द बिगिनिंग ऑफ 20th सेंचुरी इंडियामधलं जे डिमांड आहे ऑफ मेडिसिन फॉर दॅट ॲलोपॅथिक मेडिसिन इज इन्क्रीज इन इंडिया. So that Indian manufacturer what decide to manufacture in our country also. इंडियामध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग करायचं असं इंडियामधल्या मॅन्युफॅक्चररनी डिसाईड केलं. ओके, देन नंतर काय झालं तर जे कॉम्पिटिशन राईज झाली, म्हणजे जे इंडियामध्ये ड्रग बनत होते आणि जे बाहेरच्या कंट्रीमधून ड्रग येत होते. ओके, सो ह्या दोन्हीमध्ये कॉम्पिटिशन इज राईज इन बिटवीन दॅट. So that to tackle the competition, Indian also produces the cheap quality of drug, lowest quality of the drugs, inferior quality of the drugs. India were started to produce to tackle that imported drugs. So that time what happened, दोन law जे आहेत, Poison Act and Dangerous Drug Act, that were introduced by Indian government in year 19th in the year I think 1919 मध्ये पॉयझन ॲक्ट आला अँड डेंजरस ड्रग ॲक्ट 1930 मध्ये आला. इज कन्फर्म. पॉयझन ॲक्ट हा 1919 मध्ये अँड डेंजरस ड्रग ॲक्ट 1930 मध्ये. सो बट these act they not improve that situation. That laws were inadequate. So to tackle these problems, Indian government recommended DEC committee. So Indian government ने appoint केली DEC committee. का appoint केली? Why? See, because there were competition is rise in between imported drugs and drugs were manufactured in India, and Indian also started to produce the cheap and lowest quality of the drug. So to control over that and so that पब्लिक हेल्थ आहे ती पब्लिक हेल्थसुद्धा काय झाली पाहिजे, इम्प्रूव्ह झाली पाहिजे. सो मग असे जे चीपर आणि इन्फेरियर क्वालिटी ऑफ द ड्रग्ज जर बनायला लागले तर दॅट पब्लिक हेल्थ ही कधीच इम्प्रूव्ह होणार नाही. सो दॅट फॉर द प्रमोशन ऑफ द हेल्थ बेटर हेल्थ सर्विसेस इंडियन गव्हर्मेंट अपॉइंटेड द ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी. These are the reasons for the formation of drug enquiry committee. So this committee were asked to make enquiries in the said matter and then to make recommendations for smooth control over manufacture, import, distribution, and sale of the drugs in the interest of public health. So main motto काय आहे, to promote the public health, to safeguard the public health is the main motto. Then we had seen recommendations of drug inquiry committee, which is very important. This is first one is the creation of the central drug laboratory at the center with all branches in all states for कंट्रोल डिपार्टमेंटचं काम काय होतं, ड्रग कंट्रोल डिपार्टमेंटचं, टू डू द टेस्टिंग ऑफ द, टू डू क्वालिटी कंट्रोल ऑफ दॅट. Then establishment of the central drugs laboratory with competent staff and expert. Then third, creation of the central pharmacy council and state pharmacy council to educate and train properly young persons who are willing to come in this pharmacy profession, to provide central legislations in order to control drugs and pharmacy profession. Constitution of advisory board to advise government on technical matters. Then sixth, organized development of drug industry in India, compilation of pharmacopoeia of India. So हे मी प्रत्येक जे आहे इन डिटेल लेक्चरमध्ये सांगितलेलं आहे. सो इफ यू हॅव एनी डिफिकल्टी अँड आस्क मी, अँड इफ यू हॅव नॉट गेटिंग एनी पॉईंट देन आस्क मी अँड लिसन दिस लेक्चर अगेन, दॅट प्रिवियस लेक्चर जर कोणाला समजत नसेल तर परत ऐका ते, सो दॅट ह्याच्यामध्ये रिकमेंडेशन्स जी आहेत DEC कमिटीची, सो दॅट आय हॅड एक्सप्लेन व्हेरी वेल इन दॅट. देन sorry, then we will see evolution of the pharmacy as an healthcare system, that pharmacy as an integral part of the healthcare system, that from the beginning of civilization, when civilization is started, that time pharmacy evolves as an integral part of the healthcare system. Means in the beginning there were home remedies were there that were based on experience and superstition. Superstition means what? Andhashraddha. So that time Indian physicians and some Ayurvedicians were there, वैद्य तुम्हाला ऐकून माहिती असेल. So what they do, they keep everything secret about the medicine. So that time what happened, that time Ayurvedic medicine was there. Means as per the earliest record in Hindu medicine was the Atharva Veda, which is followed by Ayurveda and Rigveda. It is still used in India. And Dhanvantari, Charak, Sushruta, these are the great names in Hindu medicine. These are still used in the India. And this allopathic system of medicine was brought Britishers into the India. ब्रिटिशर्सनी ॲलोपॅथिक सिस्टीम जे आहे मेडिसिन्सची ती इंडियामध्ये आणली. सो असे द हिस्ट्री पार्ट यू शुड नो दॅट. In the year 1811 what happened, Mr. Bathgate who come in India with East India Company, and he opened first chemist shop at Kolkata. At Kolkata he first opened chemist shop, and in the year 1910 he started the manufacture of tinctures and spirits. Then in 1821 what happened, Smith Stanstreet and Cooperative, he opened a small apothecary shop in 1821. Means apothecary shop means what? Means it's a place where medicines are prepared and sold, because that time that there were no legislations, no were laws. सो तेव्हा ती मेडिसिन्स तिथेच बनवली जायची आणि तिथेच विकली जायची, बिकॉज तेव्हा काही जे काय आहे लॉज आहेत, रेग्युलेशन्स आहेत, दॅट टाईम एक्झिस्ट, देअर वेअर नो एक्झिस्ट दॅट ऑफ दिस लॉ रेग्युलेशन्स. सो दे ओपन दॅट स्मॉल ॲपोथेकरी शॉप. देन इन द इयर 1901 आचार्य प्रफुल्लचंद्र रे, he opened Bengal Chemical and Pharmaceutical. Manufacturing of these modern drugs were started by the end of 19th century, and that time India and almost dependent on the imported drugs from UK, France, Germany. Then in 1903, Professor T.K. Gajjar, he opened small factory at Parel, and then Alembic Chemical started in at Baroda, started in 1907. Okay, so this is the history part. हे तुम्हाला माहिती असलं पाहिजे. So I had taken, and after then what happened, however this म्हणजे situation is changed after World War II, means the spirit of the Swadeshi gain ground, and market were flooded with all these inferior quality, adulterated, misbranded drugs. So then drug enquiry committee was इंडियन गव्हर्नमेंटने ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी अपॉइंट केली. अशी सिच्युएशन झाल्यानंतर मीन्स दॅट स्वदेशी गेन मीन्स जे काही इंडियामध्ये होतं तेच विकायचं, तेच कस्टमर्सनी घ्यायचं, असं हे एकंदरीत एक माइंडसेट झाला लोकांचा. आणि दॅट टाईम इम्पोर्ट जे काय आहेत ना लोएस्ट क्वालिटीचे ड्रग, चीपर ड्रग, सो इंडियामध्ये ते येत होते. सो मग टू टॅकल दिस प्रॉब्लेम ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी अपॉइंट केली इंडियाने. देन ड्रग अँड कॉस्मेटिक ॲक्ट वॉज पास्ड इन 1940 अँड फार्मसी ॲक्ट पास्ड इन 1948. So both these acts have played significant role in the evolution of pharmacy as an integral part of healthcare system. So because of these two laws, pharmacy has become an integral part of healthcare system. So then see what are the different committees are there. Just see that you should know, listen. Evolution of the concept of pharmacy. In that first Bohr committee was there in October 1943. This committee was set up by the Indian government under chairmanship of Sir Joseph Bohr. सो ह्याचा बोर कमिटीचा एम काय होता, टू मेक सर्वे ऑफ द एक्झिस्टिंग पोझिशन इन रिस्पेक्ट ऑफ हेल्थकेअर डिलिव्हरी ऑर्गनायझेशन इन इंडिया अँड टू मेक रेकमेंडेशन्स फॉर फ्युचर डेव्हलपमेंट. सो बोर कमिटीचं मेन मोटो काय होता, दॅट टू डू सर्वे ऑफ नाऊ प्रेझेंट पोझिशन काय आहे तर इंडियन हेल्थकेअर सिस्टमची. सो त्याचा सर्वे करणं अँड त्याच्यामध्ये अजून डेव्हलपमेंट करणं. सो हा मेन मोटो होता बोर कमिटीचा. सो व्हॉट आर द रिकमेंडेशन्स ऑफ दॅट, रिकमेंडेशन काय आहेत बोर कमिटीची. एस्टॅब्लिशमेंट ऑफ ऑल इंडिया फार्मास्युटिकल काउन्सिल अँड प्रोव्हिन्शियल फार्मास्युटिकल काउन्सिल. सो एस्टॅब्लिशमेंट कोणाची करायची तर ऑल इंडिया फार्मास्युटिकल काउन्सिलची. अँड प्रोव्हिन्शियल म्हणजे काय तर मेन ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह डिव्हिजन ऑफ द कंट्री, त्याला प्रोव्हिन्शियल म्हणजे मेन ॲडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव्ह हे असतं, त्याच्यामध्ये एक डिव्हिजन असते कंट्रीची. सो दिस इज प्रोव्हिन्शियल. सो देन एन्टॅकमेंट ऑफ लेजिस्लेशन डिझाईन, जे काही नियम बनवले आहेत सो ते त्याच्यामध्ये फॉलो करायचे, ते इम्प्रूव्ह करायचे. देन डिसिप्लिनरी कंट्रोल ओव्हर ऑल मीन्स मेडिसिन्स अँड ऑल फार्मास्युटिकल्स ड्रग्स, that were disciplinary control were there. Then starting of revised courses means what, pharmacy education means our B pharma courses, D pharma courses. This is the this is the revised courses. Setting up central drug laboratory means for quality control, to do quality control of the drug. So to start this central drug laboratory. Then enforcement of the Drugs and Cosmetic Act 1940, because this Drug and Cosmetic Act is play a very important role in the pharmacy. So to enforce that act, these are the recommendations of Bohr committee. Just listen that this is history part. So history part you should know that. Then next is the Bhatia committee was there. This is also called as Pharmaceutical Enquiry Committee, and its chairman was Major General S.L. Bhatia. यालाच भातिया कमिटी मीन्स what? Pharmaceutical Enquiry Committee. And Government of India in 1953 appointed this committee. So this motto of this is what? Made a comprehensive inquiry into a working of pharmaceutical industry. Pharmaceutical industry जी आहे where the manufacturing takes place. So to make a comprehensive inquiry over that, this is the motto of this Bhatia committee. And in after that June means अपॉइंट कधी केली 1953 मध्ये. अँड इन जून 1954 212 recommendations have been implemented by this Bhatia committee. This is Bhatia committee, which is also called Pharmaceutical Enquiry Committee. Then next is Mudaliar committee. These are means committee where this is the history part, so you should just know about that. In exams there were not questions on that on your final exam, but from future point of view, when you are going for any government exam, railway pharmacist exam, that time you should know what is history is there, so it is better to study. Then next is Mudaliar committee. It is constituted in 1959 by the government of India, and he the vice chancellor of this committee means he is vice chancellor from Madras University, and under the chairman of that Dr. A. Lakshman Swami Mudaliar. He is the vice chancellor of Madras University. So under ह्यांच्या अंडर जे डॉक्टर ए लक्ष्मण स्वामी मुदालियार आहेत, सो ह्यांच्या अंडर द चेअरमनशिप ऑफ दिस Dr. Lakshman Swami Mudaliar, he was the vice chancellor of Madras University. This Mudaliar committee was appointed, and this is health survey and planning committee, means to survey of the health in the society and plan over that. It's the health survey and planning committee. Then last is the Hathi committee. This is Hathi committee is very important because and his chairman was Jai Sukhlal Hathi. This name is very important in this pharmaceutical legislation. This is important milestone in pharmaceutical legislation history in Hathi committee. Hathi committee is very important milestone in pharmaceutical legislation. Chairman was Jai Sukhlal Hathi, and this committee covered all aspects of जे काही all aspects आहेत फार्मा सेक्टरमधले, मीन्स लायसन्सिंग, प्राइस कंट्रोल, इम्पोर्ट्स, रोल ऑफ फॉरेन सेक्टर, क्वालिटी कंट्रोल, हे सगळे जे आहेत हे aspect that covered by this Hathi committee. Means आता for licensing is required for any manufacturing, for wholesaler, retailer. So without licensing further process is not possible. Price control should be there, means patient should get that medicine at reasonable prices. Import, role of foreign sector, quality control. So that was covered by all Hathi committee. This is just we had discussed it. Bhor committee, Bhatia committee, Bhor committee was there, Bhatia committee, Mudaliar committee and Hathi committee. Just its history, just listen that, see that. Okay. Then next is very important part, we will see that pharmacy as an integral part of healthcare system. It is very important part from your exam point of view, and there is always question on that role of the pharmacist in healthcare system. That pharmacists play a key role in providing proper health services in reasonable cost. Listen, see, pharmacy and healthcare, that every government, every country, government is there, okay. So every government makes effort to provide proper healthcare system for their citizens. however is pharmacist providing in key role in health services at reasonable cost. Means all that health professionals such as physician, nurses, technicians, medical social workers, pharmacists, these are all comes in healthcare system. So in ancient time there were only Ayurvedic system of medicine was only there, and that time a pharmacy profession was not exist. Then later on this allopathic system of medicines was came into the existence. Means British brought this allopathic system of medicines into India. So in earlier days, that time there were not separate pharmacy profession. This diagnosis and treatment of various disease were done by physicians. Means physicians म्हणजे कोण? Physicians means doctor. Okay, so diagnosis and treatment, these were only done by physicians only. Sometimes physicians used to take the help of their non-qualified persons. Means assistants were there with physicians. So they are taking help of that non-qualified assistants for preparing and dispensing medicines in their dispensaries in hospitals. Okay, they were also called as compounders. त्यांना काय बोलत असत? कंपाऊंडर बोलत असत. So they were preparing medicines, means they were preparing some Ayurvedic medicines. If you know, in मीन्स इट्स स्टील म्हणजे काही ठिकाणी अजून पण आहे हे. इफ यू आणि तुम्ही चाइल्डहूडमध्ये असाल तेव्हा जर तुम्ही एखाद्या इफ यू हॅड वेंट टू एनी क्लिनिक और फिजिशियन मीन्स इन अर्लियर डेज आय एम टेलिंग यू, you had seen doctor is prescribing that if cough syrup is there which is in pink color, so that compounder is was doing, he is giving you that cough syrup, means whatever it is, if any 20 ml is there, for 30 ml is there, so by measuring it he is giving you in that means in a particular bottle. If you have container, you bring your, you carry that container with yours and he is giving you in that container, or he is giving you in that plastic bag. So that plastic bags were came transparent plastic bags जे येतात, सो तिथे ते जे दिलं जायचं कंपाऊंडर ते द्यायचे. ओके, सो काही ठिकाणी हे दिस इज यूज केलं, अजूनही यूज केलं जातं. जे मेडिसिन्स जे आहे ना कफ सिरपचं ते अजून पण दिलं जातं. ते म्हणजे जेनेरिकमध्ये येतं, ते जेनेरिकचा तो मोठा कंटेनर येतो, कॅन येतो तो, आणि जसं डॉक्टर किती देतील 30 ml 50 ml तसं जसं देतील तसं ते प्रिस्क्राईब केलं, तसं ते दिलं जातं, डिस्पेन्स केलं जातं. डिस्पेन्सचं मिनिंग काय? व्हॉट इज द मिनिंग ऑफ डिस्पेन्स? डिस्पेन्स मीन्स टू सप्लाय द मेडिसिन. ओके, बट नाउअडेज इन मेडिकल ओनली मीन्स जो फिनिश प्रॉडक्ट आहे तो मेडिकलमध्ये येतो, बिकॉज नाव लॉज वेअर देअर. सो फक्त आता ह्याच्यामध्ये रिटेलमध्ये काय असतं तर डिस्पेन्स करणं म्हणजे सप्लाय करणं, सप्लाय केले जातात मेडिसिन्स. ओके, सो दॅट टाईम दे कॉल्ड कंपाऊंडर्स अँड फिजिशियन्स टेक्स हेल्प ऑफ दॅट नॉन क्वालिफाईड असिस्टन्स. Then after that what happened? Meanwhile this allopathic system of medicines was largely accepted by the people of India. There were great demand for this allopathic system of medicine. Then there is development started, pharmaceutical technology was developed, so started the different types of dosage forms are come into existence. There are new drug delivery systems were developed. So pharmacy now has tremendous demand were there. And nowadays these professional activities of this pharmacy profession did not remain restricted up to the only compounding and dispensing. Pharmacists got actively involved at many key levels of healthcare system. So nowadays what happened, जे काही फार्मसी प्रोफेशन आहे ते फक्त म्हणजे मेडिसिन्स कंपाऊंड करणं, डिस्पेन्स करणं, सप्लाय करणं एवढ्यापुरतंच डिपेंड राहिलेलं नाही, तर फार्मासिस्ट हा ॲक्टिवली इन्व्हॉल्व आहे ओवरऑल हेल्थकेअर सिस्टीममध्ये. ही प्लेईंग अ key role in healthcare system. So after this passage of Pharmacy Act in 1948, pharmacists are provided with a systematic knowledge and experience in pharmacy field. Presently, the pharmacist is no longer compounder or dispenser, but playing crucial roles in medicine management and healthcare system. So, as per the discussion held at British Pharma Conference in 1963, a pharmacist is regarded as an expert on drugs, while a physician is concerned with diagnosis and treatment. Understand? Because a pharmacist has to deal with whole range of drugs. Pharmacist has to play an important consultative and management role. So a pharmacist is an important part of the healthcare system. So now we will see what are the role of the pharmacist in healthcare system. आपण आता काय बघणार आहोत तर फार्मासिस्टचा रोल हेल्थकेअर सिस्टममध्ये. सो हा क्वेश्चन आहे, हा तुम्हाला एक्झामला असतो. सो लिसन केअरफुली. व्हॉट इज दॅट? फर्स्ट इज व्हॉट? द सेलिंग ऑफ ड्रग्ज ऑन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन. सेलिंग ऑफ ड्रग्ज ऑन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मीन्स व्हॉट? प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मीन्स व्हॉट? तुम्हाला सगळ्यांना माहिती आहे का प्रिस्क्रिप्शन म्हणजे काय आहे ते? आय थिंक प्रिस्क्रिप्शन you had studied in your pharmaceutics in dispensing pharmacy. That chapter is there. I think you were studied it. Prescription means what? तर it's a written order to pharmacist. रिटर्न ऑर्डर कोणाला असते? प्रिस्क्रिप्शन म्हणजे टू फार्मासिस्ट, विच इज गिव्हन बाय रजिस्टर्ड मेडिकल प्रॅक्टिशनर. रजिस्टर्ड मेडिकल प्रॅक्टिशनर म्हणजे कोण? तर इट्स फिजिशियन और डॉक्टर. प्रिस्क्रिप्शन मीन्स इट्स अ रिटर्न ऑर्डर गिव्हन टू फार्मासिस्ट बाय doctor or physician or registered medical practitioner. So he is written the medicines on paper. This is prescription. So pharmacist's role काय आहे? To sell these drugs on prescription. Then to selling legally permitted drugs means which are permitted as per the government. So this selling of legally permitted drugs. Then dispensing of medicines according to the prescription means supply, to supply the medicines. Dispensing चा meaning काय आहे? Prepare and supply. So to supply these medicines according to prescription. Prescriptions वर जी काही medicines दिलेली आहेत, सो ती ॲक्युरेट सप्लाय करणं, ती जशी आहे त्यांची क्वांटिटी किती आहे. सो क्वांटिटी जेवढी आहे 10 टॅब्लेट्स इज देअर, देन 10 टॅब्लेट्सच दिल्या पाहिजेत. सो ही शुड नॉट गिव्ह 12 टॅब्लेट्स इन्स्टेड ऑफ दॅन 10, or he should not give more less than that. If 10 tablets are written, then he should not give 8 tablets. So this dispense of medicines according to the prescriptions. Then counseling of patients during dispensing. So counseling of patients means what? Means there are different dosage forms are there. Counseling means what? If suppose suspension is there, then pharmacist's responsibility is to counsel the patient that he before taking he should shake that container so that drug will overly distributed over that in suspension असेल. ओके, सो सिरप असेल. सो फार्मासिस्टचा रोल काय आहे? ही शुड टेल हिम दॅट शेक द बॉटल प्रॉपरली. अँड इन प्रिस्क्रिप्शन देर इज रिटर्न OD, BD, TDS. सो मग त्याचा मिनिंग काय असतो? OD म्हणजे काय असतं? तर वन्स इन अ डे. BD म्हणजे काय असतं? BD मीन्स वॉट? 2 times in a day. सो व्हॉट इज दॅट म्हणजे ॲज पर डोसेज फॉर्म जे काय दिलं असेल, इफ पॅरासिटामॉल इज देअर अँड इफ डोसेज इज 2 times in a day. Okay, at morning after breakfast and at night after lunch, after dinner. Okay, so to tell that when to take that medicines, then he should tell him what are the side effects are there. So if drug interactions, pharmacist is knowing all drug interactions काय असतं ते फार्मासिस्टला माहिती असतं. ड्रग इंटरॅक्शन म्हणजे जो काय होतो इफेक्ट जो आहे, इफ टू ड्रग्ज वेअर देअर देन जर त्या काय होतं तो ड्रगचा एखाद्या ड्रगचा इफेक्ट आहे तो काय होतो रिड्यूस होतो, डिसमिस होतो त्या ड्रगचा इफेक्ट. सो त्याच्याबद्दल काउन्सिलिंग करणं, जे काही तो डोज आहे, इफ सपोज दॅट सिट्रिझन टॅबलेट इज देअर, सो सिट्रिझन टॅबलेटमुळे काय होतं तर इट्स लाईक सॅडेशन, थोडी इट्स स्लीपिंग लाईक ड्राउझिनेस कम, sleeping like condition is come. So pharmacist should tell that it should take at night, preferably at night. If you are driving if you are driving vehicle or that, then it should take at night. So this is counseling. सो काउन्सिलिंग करणं पेशंटना इज व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. जे काही डोसेज आहेत ते कसे घ्यायचे आहेत ते सांगणं, ते प्रॉपरली लिहून देणं, ती टॅबलेट्स कशी घ्यायचे, आफ्टर लंच घ्यायचे, म्हणजे ऑल द पेनकिलर्स आर देअर, मीन्स डायक्लोफेनॅक इज देअर, त्याच्यानंतर नेमिसुलाइड इज देअर. सो ह्या ज्या टॅबलेट आहेत ह्या आफ्टर मीन्स इटिंग समथिंग, सो हे पेशंट्सना सांगणं, इट्स अ counseling. Then compounding and bulk compounding of drugs, means compound means preparation of medicines. So to prepare these drugs, it's the function of the, it's a role of the pharmacist. Then next function is drug information and professional communication, means pharmacist should have all information about the drug. And professional communication means he maintain and professional communication in between the authorities, means he have to maintain professional communications with wholesalers. If retail pharmacist is there, जर रिटेल फार्मासिस्ट असेल, सो मग त्याच्याशी प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन त्याचं कोणासोबत येतं तर डिस्ट्रीब्युटरसोबत, होलसेलरसोबत, म्हणजे जे त्याला बल्कमध्ये माल सप्लाय करतात त्यांच्यासोबत. सो टू मेंटेन प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन विथ दॅट. देन मार्केटिंग रिप्रेझेंटेटिव्हसोबत प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन ठेवणं, इट्स द रोल ऑफ फार्मासिस्ट. एखादा न्यू ड्रग आला असेल मार्केटमध्ये, सो त्याची इन्फॉर्मेशन सगळे कलेक्ट करणं, दिस इज द ड्युटी ऑफ द फार्मासिस्ट. Then selection and storage of drugs and pharmaceuticals for hospitals, means for storage, means why to do storage, because some medicines are there, means some products are there, they are produced in their manufacturing is happening in the particular season. If you had remember, I gave an example that body lotions were there. Their manufacturing is mostly done in that before winter season. Means before winter season their demand is too much. Then that Dermicol powder are there, Nycil powder are there. Okay, these are prickly heat powder. So their manufacturing is done before that means in that summer season only. समर सीझन मीन्स त्यांचा सप्लाय हा खूप होतो, दॅट इन समर सीझन्स डिमांड इज टू मच फॉर दॅट प्रॉडक्ट. सो बिकॉज दिस प्रॉडक्ट्स आर प्रोड्यूस इन इंडस्ट्री, हे जे प्रॉडक्ट आहेत ते इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये प्रोड्यूस होतात. ओके, बट ते लगेच सोल्ड नाही होत. दॅट प्रॉडक्ट्स जे आहेत दे आर नॉट सोल्ड क्विकली. Okay, so you have to store that, pharmacist have to store that product as per the needs of the customers, as per the need of the public. He have to maintain the storage. Then he have to select a proper area for the storage, means that area should be free from any microorganisms, that should be cool place. Okay, so that it should not there's a drug should not be damaged, that should not get deteriorate, that drug should remain safe. This is this is the responsibility of the pharmacist, that to select and storage of drugs and pharmaceuticals for hospitals, means we have to select the proper location for location for storage, and he have to store that. Then next is to promote the health promotion services. This is the role of pharmacist, that is to promote the to promote health services. Various health services are there. So means health services means what? Promoting child services, that to promote the nutritional means what? That to counsel the patient on nutrition, means from which there are leafy vegetables are there, green leafy vegetables, fruits were there. So to pharmacistचा रोल काय आहे? टू टेल पेशंट that you will get vitamins from that particular, means you will get vitamin by if you eat जर गाजर आहे, त्याच्यानंतर मुळा आहे, लिफी व्हेजिटेबल्स आहेत. सो फार्मासिस्टचा रोल काय आहे? तर पेशंटना सांगणं की फ्रॉम दिस फूड यू विल गेट विटॅमिन्स, ओके, फ्रॉम दिस फूड यू विल गेट न्यूट्रिशन. दॅट मीन्स जे काही बॅलन्स डायट आहे त्याचा इम्पॉर्टन्स सांगणं पेशंटना. दिस इज द health promotion services. And to promote this means breastfeeding women are also there, so to tell them what nutrition from which food she will get nutritions. It's a responsibility of the pharmacist to promote these health services. Then community pharmacy and pharmacy health centers. Community pharmacy means what? All the retail stores are there. These are the community pharmacy. Pharmacy health centers means this means medical centers only, where the medicines are there. These are the pharmacy health center. Then purchase, store and distribution of drugs, pharmaceuticals, means you have to what have to do, you have to, means pharmacist, you have what have to do to purchase that drug from, means purchase कोणाकडून करतात? From distributor. Then properly store that drug. Then distribution of drugs, pharmaceuticals, that he should know where to distribute that drug, where is the most demand of that drug. So this is the responsibility of the pharmacist, that to purchase, store and distribution of drugs and pharmaceuticals. Then नेक्स्ट फंक्शन ऑफ दॅट, नेक्स्ट रोल काय आहे फार्मसीचा इन फार्मसी एज्युकेशनमध्ये? मीन्स टू गाईड द स्टुडंट्स, टू टीच द स्टुडंट्स, मीन्स फार्मसी एज्युकेशन. देन मॅन्युफॅक्चर वॉट आय हॅड ऑलरेडी टोल्ड, मॅन्युफॅक्चर कुठे होतं? तर इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये होतं. सो फार्मसी हॅज इम्पॉर्टंट रोल इन द मॅन्युफॅक्चर, फॉर द मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ऑफ फॉर्म्युलेशन, फॉर मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग ऑफ ड्रग्स, for doing the quality control of that drug, manufacture, research and development, import, export, quality control, distribution of drugs, pharmaceuticals and formulations. mean different types of drugs आहेत, dosage forms आहेत, formulations are there. So to manufacture that, त्यांचं इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग करणं. ओके, सो आपण इंडस्ट्रीमध्ये काय, इंडस्ट्री वगैरे जे काय आहे ते आपण DSBMमध्ये बघितलं. व्हॉट इज इंडस्ट्री, आर दॅट डिफरंट टाईप्स इंडस्ट्रीचे बघितले होते. सो दिस इज मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंग. देन रिसर्च अँड डेव्हलपमेंट. nowadays pharmacist has tremendous scope in this research and development, and due to these diseases like COVID-19 and these diseases are there. So pharmacist is very demand in this research and development. Then import, export, quality control of drug, means there are many jobs in that QC department is there. In every industry there is a QC department, means quality control department is there. So after completion of pharmacy courses, pharmacists have very demand in that quality control department. Then next is drug monitoring. So drug monitoring means what? This drug monitoring is a branch of clinical pharmacology that specializes in the measurement of medication levels in blood. So it's part of the research and development. So yeah, a pharmacist has very scope in drug monitoring, clinical studies and bioinformatics. Bioinformatics means what? It combines biology, computer science, information engineering and this mathematics, statistics to analyze and interpret the biological data, whatever the biological data is there, means in our pharmacy field also, that whatever the biological data is there. So bioinformatics, it's a combination of this biology, computer science, engineering, IT. So it's a combination आहे सगळ्यांचं bioinformatics. So pharmacist has ट्रिमेंडस रोल इन दॅट. मीन्स बायोइन्फॉर्मॅटिक्स मध्ये काय केलं जातं तर टू ॲनालाइज केलं जातं, टू ॲनालाइज अँड इंटरप्रेट द बायोलॉजिकल डाटा. देन लास्ट इज द रेग्युलेटरी अफेअर्स. सो रोल ऑफ द फार्मासिस्ट इन रेग्युलेटरी अफेअर्स. सो what is mean by regulatory affairs? Regulatory affairs is a profession developed from the desire of the government to protect public health. Okay, regulatory affairs it's a profession आहे हे. It's developed from what? The desire of the government to protect the public health by controlling the safety and efficacy of the products in areas like pharmaceutical, medical devices and cosmetics. So nowadays there are too many jobs in these regulatory affairs for the pharmacists. You can also do the post graduation after completing B.Pharm. After completing B.Pharm, many students are doing the post graduation in these regulatory affairs, in these drug regulatory affairs, and they are having much scope in industry. So it's a regulatory affairs means what? It's a profession आहे which is developed from the desire of the government to protect the public health. मेन मोटो काय आहे गव्हर्नमेंटचा? टू प्रोटेक्ट द पब्लिक हेल्थ by controlling the safety and efficacy of the products in areas including pharmaceutical, medical devices and cosmetic. इफिकसी ऑफ म्हणजे काय? इफिकसी म्हणजे काय आहे तर ड्रग रिस्पॉन्स इन अ बॉडी. रिस्पॉन्स इन द बॉडी, जो काही ड्रगचा रिस्पॉन्स असेल बॉडीमध्ये, इट्स इफिकसी. सो दीज आर द व्हेरियस रोल ऑफ द फार्मासिस्ट इन हेल्थ केअर सिस्टीम. इट्स व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट from your exam point of view. It's very important. So see properly. First is what? Selling of drugs on prescription. Second, selling of legally permitted drug. Then third, dispensing of medicines according to prescriptions. Counseling of patients during dispensing. Compounding and bulk compounding of drugs. Then 6 is drug information and professional communication. 7 is selection and storage of drugs and pharmaceuticals for hospitals, various health promotion services, community pharmacy and pharmacy health centers, purchase, store and distribution of drugs and pharmaceuticals. Then in pharmacy education, then manufacture, research and development, import, export, quality control, distribution of drugs, pharmaceuticals and formulations. Then in drug monitoring, clinical studies, bioinformatics. What is that? मी already details सांगितले. What is drug monitoring, bioinformatics and in regulatory affairs. So pharmacist is playing a key role in this pharmacy healthcare system. So हे काय आहे ते वाचा, काय आहे ते रोल ऑफ द फार्मासिस्ट इन हेल्थकेअर सिस्टीम. नोट डाऊन इन युअर नोटबुक. नोट डाऊनमध्ये हे नोट डाऊन करा, हे नोटबुकमध्ये नोट डाऊन करा हे जे काही पॉईंट्स आहेत ते. देन हिअर इथे जो आपला टॉपिक आहे, फर्स्ट टॉपिक आहे फार्मास्युटिकल लेजिस्लेशन इन इंडिया. इट्स फर्स्ट टॉपिक इज ओव्हर हिअर. सो मग ह्याच्यामध्ये फ्रॉम एक्झाम पॉईंट इम्पॉर्टंट काय आहे तर फर्स्ट दॅट डेफिनेशन इज देअर. ओके, फर्स्ट इज फार्मास्युटिकल ज्युरिस्प्रुडन्सची डेफिनेशन आहे. pharmaceutical jurisprudence is the legal system of the law or body of the laws applied in pharmaceutical areas. What is law? सो लॉ म्हणजे काय असतात तर इट्स लॉ म्हणजे काय आहे तर कायदा आहे. लॉ म्हणजे काय तर कायदा. सो हे काय आहे तर तुम्हाला फंक्शन काय असतं लॉचं टू अचीव जस्टिस, स्टॅबिलिटी, पीसफुल चेंजेस इन द सोसायटी. इट्स द फंक्शन ऑफ लॉ. सो ही फार्मास्युटिकल ज्युरिस्प्रुडन्सची डेफिनेशन, त्याचे फ्युचर्स हे तुम्हाला माहिती असले पाहिजेत. यू शुड नो. देन फार्मास्युटिकल लेजिस्लेशन, दिस इज डेफिनेशन जी आहे फार्मास्युटिकल लेजिस्लेशनची. लेजिस्लेशन मीन्स वॉट, काय सांगितलं मी लेजिस्लेशन म्हणजे काय आठवतं आहे? लेजिस्लेशन मीन्स मेकिंग ऑफ लॉज. लॉज जे आहेत ते बनवले जातात त्याला काय बोलतात? लेजिस्लेशन्स बोलतात. सो इट्स डेफिनेशन इज इम्पॉर्टंट. these are the laws related to the pharmacist, pharmacy profession, drugs, medicines, cosmetics, practices and substances affecting health of human beings and animals. This is pharmaceutical legislation. These are the various acts. The definition is important. Then the scope and objectives of legislation, all these are very important from exam point of view, because there is always question comes on that the scopes and objectives. Define pharmaceutical legislation and give scope and objectives of that. So हे जे काय scope and objectives आहेत that you should write, तुम्हाला हे लिहिता आली पाहिजेत. देन नेक्स्ट इम्पॉर्टंट आहे ही ड्रग एन्क्वायरी कमिटी. इट्स व्हेरी इम्पॉर्टंट. सो ह्याच्यामध्ये क्वेश्चन कसा विचारला जातो, हाऊ द क्वेश्चन इज आज, who is the chairman of this committee, then you should write L.T. Cole, R.N. Chopra, or it's otherwise कसं विचारलं जातं, how it is asked that give recommendations of the Chopra committee, or what is Chopra committee and give recommendations of that. In another way it can be asked as a, in 1931 which committee is appointed by the government of India. So this way question can be asked in 1931, okay, by considering year only. Then that time you should remember 1931 means drug inquiry committee, DEC committee. Sometimes also short form is given, DEC committee means drug inquiry committee or Chopra committee. So these recommendations of this DEC committee are very important. There is always question comes in 1931 which committee was appointed by government of India and give the recommendations of that committee. So that at that time these all recommendations were there. So you should write down that time these all 7 recommendations were there. That time you should write down. So if जर काही समजलं नसेल या लेजिस्लेशन DEC मध्ये, देन आस्क मी अगेन, आय विल एक्सप्लेन यू. ओके, दो वी हॅड नॉट सीन टू ईच अदर, बट you can ask me. I am always there for you. Then we had seen this history. You should know about that. What is history was there? Bhor committee, Hatia committee, Mudaliar committee, Hati committee. You should know that history. Then its last is very important point we had seen, that role of the pharmacist in providing the healthcare system. Pharmacist's role in healthcare system मध्ये. So these are the various role of that pharmacist in healthcare system is there. These are total 14 roles were there. So you should तुम्हाला हे लिहिता आलं पाहिजे in exams when this question is asked. These 3 questions are very important. First is regarding legislation, second is regarding DEC committee, drug inquiry committee, and third is regarding the role of the pharmacist in healthcare system. Pharmacistचा रोल काय आहे हेल्थकेअर सिस्टीममध्ये. सो these are very important important questions from your exam point of view. ओके, सो हे जे काय व्हेरियस रोल्स आहेत फार्मासिस्टचे वी हॅड आपण डिस्कस केलेले आहेत. सो यू शुड राईट डाऊन ड्युरिंग युअर एक्झाम. सो here we will end with this first topic, that is pharmaceutical legislation in India. In next lecture we will start our first topic, that is the code of ethics. Okay, so listen lecture very carefully because it's a language of law. Its language is somewhat hard and is totally new to you people. ही लँग्वेज आहे, ही कायद्याची भाषा आहे आणि फॉर यू पीपल इट्स टोटली न्यू लँग्वेज टू यू. तुमच्यासाठी ही पूर्णपणे नवीन लँग्वेज आहे. सो लिसन केअरफुली ऐका व्हॉट इज आय एम टीचिंग यू, सो दॅट लिसन केअरफुली. Okay, here we will stop over here. Thank you students, happy learning, stay safe, and have any difficulty then ask me anytime without any hesitation. Okay, thank you.